I'm Tom Sniegoski.
And I'm Jeannine Acheson.
And we are here to talk about our new graphic novel,
Nothing Can Stop
The Ape.
The Ape. We're excited to be here on Splash Pages.
Is the one obvious thing.
What's wrong with him?
His girl just broke it off.
It's her father. He doesn't want her dating a zombie.
Why? What are they, demons?
She is predeceased.
An outsider?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you're asking for trouble.
She broke my heart.
You're a zombie. Technically, you don't even have a heart.
After all of the great cinema that we brought to the world, and we still get no respect.
I don't know why he doesn't like me. I'm responsible. A full-time job.
You work at a haunted house in October.
I'm trying to be healthy. She's a vegan, so...
Wait, you're giving up meat?
Oh, come on.
What are you gonna do? Attack a farmer's market to try to impress her?
Now, if he was a vampire, you'd have a much better chance with her death.
Yeah, those pretty bastards.
I didn't think this would be that hard.
Hard? Man, I'm a zombie and I'm black.
Here we go.
I blame the educational system.
I blame the media.
I blame George Romero.
Oh. How could you be so disrespectful?
Coffee?
Zombies don't know much, but they do know good coffee. Deadly Grounds. It's coffee to die for, and zombie approved.
Who's George Romero?
Just have some coffee.
Meow, 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 meow.
Wait, Leo, are your toes buttons again?
Meow.
Go make some biscuits. I got this.
Meow.
Hey, everybody. Leo apparently has to work at the biscuit factory tonight, so I'm running the show. We have two amazing guests. Happy Tuesday, as usual. Doing the Maker's Mark tonight. It's going to be super fun, although it's a paper cuts book, so maybe I shouldn't be drinking, but that's okay, because I'm going to. But we're going to get on, and you can see our amazing guests in just a second. We're going to check in over here with my friendly other goth. MJ, how's it going?
Well, doing great, guys. I'm so pleased to be here once again with everybody. Really looking forward to tonight's show. I mean, I always say that, but it's always a great show. And yeah, just really looking forward to tonight.
All right. Jar, how are you doing?
I second everything MJ said, and I'm ready to start the show. So, Drew, tell us who we got and what we're talking about.
Oh my God, thank you, Jar. That was lovely. Well, you're doing something different with your hair. I enjoyed you on Muppets Tonight. Hello there, everyone. I'm Drew, and Leo is again a cat, and we're just so damn tired of just figuring out what spell to change him back. So we're gonna let him sit in the litter box for a bit. But yes, everybody here, the cheery goths, the goths with hats, Jeremy, and myself. So we're all here. It's gonna be a great show. We have new friends coming in. We have old friends coming back. So it's really exciting. We have an award-winning novelist, comic book writer, pop cultural journalist, and then we also have another best-selling writer, former teacher, and people who generally enjoy working with each other, no matter what the idea. Everybody, please put your hands together for Thomas Sniegoski and Jeannine Acheson. Everybody, hey!
Welcome.
I had like a dramatic retelling of your origin planned, and then I was like, we don't have time for this. So, it would have been like, cut to Jeannine working as a teacher, wondering that what more she could do. Enter Tom, a pop culture journalist who just continues to push the boundaries. Somehow they find an idea that they both agree on, and suddenly collaboration is born. And here they are.
Time for this.
That's how it happened.
That was pretty close.
I know. I would have been like, I should have just, yeah, but then it was a little bit more gravelly though, but it would have been fine. Well, Tom, thank you for coming back. We appreciate it. You brought an excellent friend. And I also just want to say, because we talked about this last time, again, great job with Herculoids.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. As everyone here who knows what that is, instead of having to explain the idea, which is a very hard thing to do without alcohol.
It is.
It was just very, again, you and Craig just knocked it out of the park. And I was like, more, please. But they were like, no, the Herculoids need to heal. They need time on the planet. They'll be back. And I was like, that's Hanna-Barbera. They're never dead. It's always just dormant somewhere, waiting.
TBC, to be continued.
To be continued in another crossover.
Yes.
This
is true. No, this is true.
So just had to say that because
thank you.
Great job. And Jeannine, again, nice to meet a fellow former educator. How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
It was it English? It was
English, 7th grade English.
Okay, everybody watch the commas.
Yeah.
Okay, watch. Just saying.
You must be one tough lady. 7th grade, man.
Yeah.
I have a 7th grader in the house, and I know they are tough to deal with.
I feel like that like internet trolls or critics, you're like, no. Have you taught a room full of 23 7th graders? That's rough.
That's hell.
There were days.
Yeah. Oh, I remember the days being a substitute with elementary. I would just come in and be like, how do you do it? Whiskey.
Yeah.
Just sitting down and just I was like, suddenly, what kind of night is it? It's a Noir Tuesday. Just whiskey in the dark. What? Thinking my life in mind. I was like, Netflix.
I would days and cried.
Yeah, exactly. And then even in the pandemic, I was like, oh, the world's ending. You still have to teach. I'm sorry, sir. What?
Oh, wait, excuse me. Yeah, excuse me. What?
The world's still ending, but these kids need to learn. What?
They did.
So,
but anything to keep things normal was good. I
Well,
mean, it was, normal.
Well, I mean, that led to you working with Tom on a project, and here you are. I mean, is this like how many has it been? It's like your 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th collaboration?
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Collaboration. It's been 6 years.
6 years?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I had black hair at the beginning.
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask, your photo was like, when are you in your Steve Jobs era? Just black turtleneck and serious face. Like, this is what writing is.
It just came out much darker. It's just like a navy blue shirt that just happened to look darker than
I was like, this is very gothic writer. I was just like, how to be spooky with Sniegoski. Step 1, blood. Step 2, 6 panels, make them count. Step 3, repeat. And then call the character Buffy. Got it.
Call the character Buffy.
You know, but so I have to ask, how did your upcoming book together?
Yeah.
Nothing Can Stop It. How did that come up? You know, I mean, Tom, you said this has been in an interview. You said this has been in your mind for like 25 years or something.
Yeah, it's like 25, 30 years. It was like literally like my favorite idea that I would always go back to, and I would always think, now I'm gonna get this one off the ground, and I just couldn't get it to work. There was something about it that wasn't working. There was a piece of the puzzle that wasn't falling into place. It was. What are you pointing at?
I'm pointing to Jeannine. That was the puzzle.
Wrong way.
Wrong way, Drew.
I don't. This is not the Brady Bunch.
Pointing at me, I'm like, what? It was me. Yeah, you waited for me to get the hat.
Oh, okay.
She was a component of it, but
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even tell you how many different versions of this story existed that never quite gelled.
Yeah.
It was like much darker, much more serious. I had other artists that I talked to had done. I even got like artwork from previous versions scattered around the house, but I could never get it off the ground. But for some reason, when we got together, I didn't even know. Oh, you know what it was? Before I did the Herculoids,
okay,
I wanted to do a Herculoids book, but nobody had the license yet.
Right.
And all of a sudden, something kind of clicked in my head, and I said, "What if the ape idea? I could do it like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon, like you know, just like in that kind of crazy, over-the-top kind of feeling." And mentioned it to her. She was a big fan of Johnny Quest and stuff like that. And we were like, you know what? This might work. And everything just started to fall into place. Called Craig, said, Russo, this is what we got here. And he was like, oh my God, I'm all over that. I love the Herculoids. I love Johnny Quest.
Oh yeah.
And it just all fell. It was like bang, 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 bang. All fell into place.
Is that where the Frenchie comes from? Or do one of you have a love for dogs? Because I know
I own that Frenchie.
Okay, I was going to say,
my God.
This is the first time in your writings that he shows up.
Yeah, Harvey is actually mine. We were going to like, let's name him something. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just call him Harvey. He's a jerk, and we'll just
stick to
He's a jerk.
Yeah.
He's a jerk.
Frenchies are a beast all their own.
Oh, they certainly are.
Notorious.
It was like I was reading it. I was like, I feel like there's a. I was like, I'm reading it. I was like, why did this seem familiar? I'm like, oh, okay, because there's a Johnny Quest story here. You know, traveling the world. You know, especially I should have realized it with the dog. I was like, man, if that dog ever just mistakenly got called Bandit, I'm like, no, work. You know, I was like, wait a second. Oh, okay, I got it now. Still good.
Boy and his dog. Stuck in the mouth.
Carrie, you had a question?
Well, yeah, this is something that I've discovered is awesomely prominent. Comic book creators love apes. Tony Fleeks was just on the other day talking about how anything ape related. Keith Champagne, who we love, is like obsessed with apes and things. What is it that just draws you all in?
I have no idea. And it's like most comic people that I know, you mentioned apes or gorillas or monkeys, and they're in. I mean, you just hey, you gotta have a monkey in it. You want to?
You know what, Carrie? You should definitely write an essay about the theme of apes in comics, because I'm just realizing, even in Hellboy, which Tom is very familiar with, there are apes controlled by Nazis, and sometimes with human brains in them, but still technically of the ape persuasion. So what is that there?
Matter of fact, when I told Mignola the title of this book, he was like, that's the greatest title I've ever heard. I was like, that's why I had to do it.
See, you should just enjoy it. You could just be like, hey, Mike, what do you think of this? And you're like, genius. You're like,
that's it.
That's all the approval I needed.
I don't get that often.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was really good.
We're working with Tyler Crook over on his comic book cooldown, he's got his whole group of people that join him on the Discord working on making a comic book together. Like, came up with a couple panels, and then we wrote out an outline and have to, of course, redo everything the art initially went in because that was like the inspiration stuff. And it was like, okay, it's out in space, and these people on this planet, and let's go back in the ship. Here's Bobo the monkey who's running the ship. We're just like
proving the point.
Of course, it's gonna be a monkey or an ape of some sort.
I mean that. Listen, you gotta have again. It's like it's that writing room. And then I was like, we're gonna put a monkey in it. Sold, perfect, 1 million copies. Go.
Yeah.
Best print the money. Let's go. Okay. I again, the cast was fantastic. But I have to say, I've never been more amused at a character that can't talk, but with symbols says so much about what's going on. And I was like, this is the Drex. He's so silly, but he says so much with one expression. Yeah. And every time I'm like, oh God, this poor man, he is just out of time. And he does not know what to say, but yet he says everything. So thank you. That was wonderful.
For those of you who aren't following along because you haven't read it, what Drew's referring to is that there are some characters that represent kind of the elements and things in this comic book, and one of them expresses themselves only in symbols. And that's and it's my favorite. That's why I have a little rock. He is the rock character, and he just speaks in pictures.
Rock. He is rock.
And I was wondering, how is that, like, is it going straight into their heads? Is it like telepathic, or how is that sounding?
I don't think we got that far.
Carrie, it's a young adult. It's very simple.
Okay. It was very cool. I was like, I love this. And the way he sings.
Carrie, don't
telepathic. I would go. What do you think, Jeannine?
Yeah, I would say that.
So they all see. Yeah.
Carrie, don't be that person at the panels. Sir, in page 25, panel 6.
How did
what was this? And you're like, it's a book, right? Not everything needs a reason. Sometimes it was cool. Is good.
It's called what? The rule of cool. I think it's called. That's what my brother refers to it in comic books or things. And something seems ridiculous, but they allow it because it's cool. He calls it the rule of cool.
Nice.
There you go.
Sense.
There you go. MJ?
I had one other question about him though too, if it's okay.
Yeah.
Having the primals, you have one for earth, air, fire, and water, and I was interested that you chose rock for earth because it none of them are then living elements. Because a lot of times when you look at other like poison ivy or swamp thing or something like that, representatives of like the earth element kind of thing, they usually go with a green type of feel or something. But you went with the rock, which is nice and solid, and I appreciate that. Was it consciously because it's not living, or?
No, I think we just went with the rock because we wanted him to look like a big rock. Yeah. We wanted a big guy that looked like a rock. So.
Carrie, I can answer that. It's how you get away with doing the Fantastic Four without putting them in the suits.
The Rock says.
The Rock says stop. Oh my God, that was so bad.
Exactly. It's like.
So bad.
Yeah.
I love the characters that you came up with.
Okay. I have, because I noticed certain things, so I have to ask: is the AI servant is that a Nine Inch Nails reference? Because that Reznor was very specific, and I was like, wait a second.
No, you know what it. All right. It was Reznor, right?
Yes, Reznor.
I used to hang around in a comic book store when I was really, really young, and they had a gigantic heating unit that hung from the ceiling. That was it said Reznor across the front of it.
Oh, okay.
We always joked that was like the master computer that ran the store. So a throwback to young Tommy Sniegoski.
Oh, okay. So that was your Hal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or my Jarvis or what? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was like, because because you're very, again, I catch the pop culture reference. So you mentioned Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
There's a DuckTales reference.
I love
and
that.
I was just like, yes. Like I very much have to be ready because someone in this chat who will probably ask me, is that? I'm like, yes, it is. It's that. I'm like, okay, good, just making sure. I'm not going to say who they are, but they definitely aren't wearing a hat. So Jar, it's not you.
Oh,
I'm just making sure you knew it wasn't you, buddy. It's only
I'm
two
not
of
wearing
us.
a hat though.
Yeah, I know. But point is, but that was great. Especially, I love the kid has this big plan. They're like, yeah, we're just gonna teleport in. He's like, oh, I wanted to do this, and I'm like, yeah, man. Sometimes you just,
the easy way is the best way.
Exactly. It's the Indiana Jones, the complicated thing. Bang.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Moving on.
But they had so much fun preparing it. So it was like,
with the map and everything. It's like, oh, I'm going to do this and this. And they're like, portal. Time is of the essence. Your mom is going to destroy the world. Can we just go?
I love it. Just like, no, right now. No time to waste. Right now. Like, oh, well. And I love it very much because that's exactly how you think someone would act at that age, Yeah.
So
in their mind, they want all the cool stuff.
Right, Jar.
Obviously, if it's successful, there's going to be a sequel.
We hope so. Yes, we hope so.
Fingers crossed.
What about a prequel, though? That I would be interested in, because like the time before, I always love going back to Origins and opening up those doors.
Same.
You always could include that in the second book, though, too.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Flashbacks.
Yeah.
You have me thinking already.
If you ever do if there's ever Nothing Can Stop the Ape Deluxe Edition, would you ever show some of the Tom? Would you ever show some of the pages that other artists did?
If I could find them.
All right, cool. I would be really intrigued to see someone else's vision because again, Craig just has this great style. I mean, you saw it in Herculoids. Yeah. You see it again in your young Hellboy book that you're doing right now with him. Yeah. He just has this very nice, it really is kind of a Hanna-Barbera-esque style. It's very simple but yet detailed. You know what I mean?
We always talk about the Craig being there's a simplistic complexity to his artwork. It appears simple, but the more time you spend looking at it, you realize it's not really simple at all.
Yeah.
And his colors are amazing.
Like the expressions of the characters and the way the movement in pages or panels. It's it's just really cool.
Yes, the cosmic battle. I was like, why is it always talking apes, man? What is it with humanity?
It's always talking.
It's always talking apes, man, and they're either helping us or they're hindering us. I was like,
you're not wrong. You're not
it's
wrong.
true. I swear, I've been scarred ever since Planet of the Apes, man. I'm just like,
for me, really, that was yours. For me, it was Mighty Joe Young. That dude was way too big in sight, and there was no things like that. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Really? Because it's either that or King Kong for me.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like my brother used to joke that Mighty Joe Young is pre King Kong. He became King Kong.
Wow, I never thought about that.
Yeah, something happened. He just lost it, and there you are.
It's okay. When we went through, something that I really loved that you did was you introduced the characters in a very succinct way that we didn't have to sit there and guess, and you didn't have to have a lot of expository background stuff. It was just here you go. This is what you learn, and now you know. So character.
Yeah,
and I love the puppy butt.
Yes. Yes.
Just walking away. This little puppy butt.
Whatever, I'm gonna go over here.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm gonna cause trouble later.
Why did you bring me? You know what you signed on for.
I'm gonna leave the cave to do my business. And I'm just like, this dog. This dog. Oh,
every day I deal with it.
It gave me a very Saturday morning cartoon feel. I loved it. I just loved it.
Yeah. That's,
okay.
We're going
so,
for.
So we already know, Jeannine. We already know Tom is basically living his Hanna-Barbera best years right now. What was some of your favorites? Because you're working with him, so we have to assume you too were just like, you know what, I could enjoy these.
Yeah. I think my Saturday morning favorite was Johnny Quest.
Yes. Thank you.
With my bowl of cereal before I cleaned the living room. That was my job from the time I was like, I don't know, 8 or 9 or something.
Amazing.
But yeah, I used to sit down and watch Johnny Quest, and I loved like the theme song. Like used to get me all excited because I loved the beat of it. So yeah, that was my favorite one. I like that one.
They keep bringing it back in comics. I'm like, yes. But can we get more? Like the generations need to know the adventure. They need to know the danger that this kid will never listen to his dad. It's always Johnny, stay. I don't know how to tell you this. Stay. Okay, Dad.
Okay.
Yeah. 10 minutes later. Well, Haji, I can't believe we got into this trouble. I'm like,
and it never got any better. Even when they revived it, the new adventure of Johnny Quest, still the same. They're a little older.
It's still the same. Just with Quest World.
Not at all.
And
we should let our guests actually speak. It's been almost half an hour, and I think they've made
whoa. Hey. All right, fine. You know what?
How much you love the book. We like to hear that.
Yeah. Listen, Carrie, this is better. This is cheaper than therapy right now. If they're like, I don't know if this book is it. I was like, well, they love it.
It's amazing.
They're gonna hype it. Oh. They probably know people who have young adults in their household that want to read other things. And I was like, you would be correct, sir and madam. We do. But so go.
Yeah. Oh no, you put in some great elements because as far as like it being a young adult novel goes, you like you said, they have the Johnny Quest and the kind of thing all going together, but you have like the relationship between the kind of estranged ex-husband, father, family thing going on, and prioritizing work over family perhaps and things like that. But everybody kind of tying it together, just dealing. Like the kid is just like, okay, fine, whatever. That's just how life is. That's how he is. I think that would be something fun to address if you get to do a second one.
Yeah.
To see, because he's emotionally just like fine.
Yeah.
At that point,
Maybe
and there had to be something that got him there.
Maybe that's why he was ready to give his life in the story, just like for his own, for humanity almost. Like,
let me be the good dad. Let me. I think the funniest thing was he tries to get help, and his parent is like, "I'm sorry, I'm kind of dealing with my own world-ending threat. So can we talk about this Saturday? Like it's Tuesday right now. I have some time on Saturday when the world is still here. Can we? I'll call you. Okay. I sent mom the check. Okay. Bye.
I just wondered if you thrown that in to like kind of give a sense of normalcy to different family kind of structures and stuff for younger adults to be like, yep, you aren't the only one dealing with this kind of thing.
Yeah. I think for us it just kind of fit the story because I don't think maybe in our experiences, our dads were like, our moms were both stay-at-home moms, like forever. Okay. And we grew up in like the 60s and the 70s. And Tom's dad worked like 3 jobs or something, right?
Yeah.
And my dad had his own business. And like my dad took care of business and my mother took care of everything else.
Right.
And I kind of think, I don't know, maybe there's a little bit of our dads in Maxwell's dad. Like, I'm busy with my business. I'm busy with my job.
Yeah.
Don't bother.
My dad's more like the ape.
I think I think a lot of our generation could relate to that.
And it's so funny because like there you get this kid who's just again like adventuring, trying to fill purpose and whatnot, and then you know, he has his own found family, which is a bunch of weirdos. And I was like, this is generally life. You know, you collect weirdos, and then you just sit and you're like, could have been worse. You know, I don't know how, but it could have been worse, right? It could all be plants.
Jeannine knows all about finding weirdos.
Hey, you're on the right show.
Yeah.
This is like the queen band of nerds. We're all a bunch of misfits that shouldn't work together. Somehow we're like, I like comics. I do too. I like some. And then I am just here to be polite and cheery.
I put on the hat to try to cover up the tattoo that says, "Please come and tell me your fucked up life story." That apparently,
you know, scary. But no, it was really cute. And I think what I think I'm noticing is the trend is that I feel like because some people think because it's young adult, like you can't have heavier subjects, you know, and I feel like we're kind of, and I don't know, would love to hear your thoughts on it. Like, I feel like we're kind of going away from this old world mentality of, oh, the kids can't handle it. It's like, no, the kids can handle a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're children, young adults, people in general are just more perceptive than I think give credit. So again, you guys had the fun, but you weren't scared to, you know, to have the serious thing, you know, like family dynamic, putting yourself at odds, you know, coming to terms with things.
Well, we had to we had to tone some things down here and there.
Oh boy.
Here and there.
Here and there. Again, I mean, when we tell a story, we're telling the story. So I don't think a lot of the times we're thinking, oh, we can't do that because it might be offensive to a kid, or it might scare somebody. Or in Paper Cuts had a very specific. Jane, talk about the rules that Paper Cuts gave us our rules.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
When we first started working with our editor at Paper Cuts, she sent us like a Google Doc, and it was literally, I want to say, like 2.25 pages of like, you can't do this, you can't do that, there can't be any blood, nobody can die on the page, just like all these rules, like you can't use this word, but you can use that word instead.
Okay.
It was like these little tiny picky things. It was wild. And every time scripting or laying something out, I'd go, wait a minute, let me look. Can we do that?
We had to find
do that. Sorry.
Yeah, we had to find ways around stuff, because every once in a while there would be something that we felt was crucial that needed to be done, and we're like, all right, we can't do it this way.
Right.
If we went around it, did it this way.
That's why the rule pages are going to be 2.5 pages next time.
Yeah,
right.
Find me out.
Right, because that kind of reminds me of like back in the day with Marvel when like Jim Shooter was there, and it was like, no, your stories must be this. It can't be that. No. Everything's got to make sense. And you know, people make it, but I was like, no, great stuff came out of it. Like again, that's where the creativity comes. That's where, you know, that's those late night conversations and laughing on phones. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And you're like trying to find a way to get around blood. You know, you just spilled some cranberry juice. Like, what is that? Genius.
And what does that go to Mad Cave too? Like, it's like anything that would go in the rest of our comics, you can't do in Paper Cuts.
Yeah.
You know, because if I want to go to get some really good indie horror and stuff, I go to Mad Cave. I'm just like, they're one of the top ones for it. And it's just like, and they do children's stuff. It just forces me to go.
I think
out of everybody who would.
I think Paper Cut was an acquisition later on. I think they were Mad Cave, and then they bought.
Yeah.
So,
and Maverick too.
And Maverick, yeah.
Right.
Oh, I did. Okay.
What was one of the rules that made you go, huh? Why would that be in there?
Oh gosh.
What was the thing with that we had to do with the plane? Wasn't there like we couldn't show a jet fighter shooting its missiles and hitting something? It was just really kind of weird. We were like,
we couldn't shoot lasers.
Oh my goodness.
What was that?
Shoot laser?
I'm sorry. MJ. You know, this reminds me of all the rules they had for Spider-Man, the animated series. Like, no, you can't have bullets. The cops carry laser guns. You can't show.
the knife
You know?
she kind of actually showed him would get stabbed. No knife. It was ridiculous. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was absolutely absurd. Like it was insane.
Yeah.
It was something
Still
with the
greatness.
Death It was something with the Death Planes.
That's why I have my Spider-Man tablet.
Oh my god, yeah. So
we couldn't like shoot guns at her or something.
Oh my god.
At Thuna, at the goddess. Yeah, there was something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because bullets will totally stop the goddess.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Totally.
The bullets are a goddess's weakness. Haven't you heard?
Apparently.
Especially that AK-47. Whoo, boy. That'll stop a goddess in her tracks.
Of course, we can say this as adults, but I understand why. As adults, we can laugh at. But when you're kids, you don't want to necessarily.
Well,
yeah, but that's still silly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was like, no, I can't.
Honestly,
it's okay. In the next volume, the kid's gonna get a sword.
Literally. I'm like, come on now.
Exactly, and it's like,
oh my goodness.
Nope, too easy. Not in the stone. It'll be set aside.
Yes, at a pawn shop somewhere or something.
Just casually. Who let you buy a sword? I was at the Ren Fair. Oh, true story happened.
I did love too I keep going back to the primals because they were my favorite character.
They were really
cool. I mean, I love the ape and stuff, but I was just like, those guys are so awesome, and their coloring and their staffs, like they look so vibrant.
Yes,
like the flame, particularly the rock one, like it was so perfect.
Yeah.
Like
we originally came up with the idea for the elementals. We told Craig all the things that we wanted to have, and it was his idea to give them each a staff that had like their symbol in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they came back that way when we got like the initial drawings from him. So he was the one who kind of came up with that, and we were like, "Oh, I like that. That's cool."
And those characters weren't as big as they ended up being.
Oh, okay.
We had them as kind of, they were there and they participated in the storyline, but we found the more we wrote, the more we liked them, and the bigger their parts became in the story.
And the more we could do with them.
Yeah. So we decided to, make them far more integral to the story than originally.
Right.
I'm glad you did. They were fun to read too. They really brought more feeling of like what it was like before, because otherwise it was just like you have these people from the past thrown into the future, and if you didn't have them sitting there connecting with Maxwell, you would have just been like,
that's true.
So what's going on? And they're like, oh no, this happened way before, and they were able to give us the narrative that we needed through him, and it really helped a lot. The way they delivered, and just they're freaking out. They're like semi-existential crisis in the museum. That's just like that was back when. Oh,
sweet.
Yeah, the museum scene was cool.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, they're gonna have this moment, and so they don't have time. It's just like
that was great. That made me laugh. Just like, no, we don't.
Right.
Was so funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So Tom, I actually had a question. Something similar. So I was reading, because you're working on that new book, the new Young Hellboy adventure.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this, but you have one of the cool things that you got to create a new character in the Mignola verse, right? It was a Ghost Leopard.
Yeah. Well, all right. Mike came up with the drawing 100 years ago.
Right.
And it showed up somewhere 100 years ago, and I saw it, and I remember thinking, "Oh, who's that guy?" I even had it in my computer somewhere. And I think when we were coming up with this particular storyline, because it has really pulpy feeling and stuff like that,
right?
I said to Mike, "Hey, this guy, what's his story?" And Mike was like, "I have no idea who that even is."
You're right.
It's a drawing that I did. I think I was thinking about the Phantom at the time, and that was it. So I said, "Can I do it? Can I do something with him?" And he was like, "Have at it,
sure.
Go wild." So I get to name him. I get to give him his origin.
Right.
Yeah,
That's cool.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of meeting Mike once, and it was still the funniest thing because he's just I find out he's at like an art show, and I've never assembled a bag full of things and just made it into the city briefly. Like even took a cab from Grand Central, which I never do. But I was like, I need to get there on time. I don't know how long he's going to be there. I get there, and he's just sitting there, and I go with the first thing, and I'm like. I'm even wearing like my BPRD hoodie. My hair is crazy, and I just walk up and like, "Question: Are you Mike Mignola?" And he's like, "Sometimes." And I'm just like, and I was like, "Okay, hold on one second. Hi, big fan. I have some things that you could sign. I would greatly appreciate." He was very nice, small. He's not particularly chatty. He's a very solemn man.
Yeah, he's very to the point.
To the point, I think I made him like chuckle, and I was like, okay, good, but it was like, okay, moving on. And I got a photo with him, and it was the coolest. And to this day, I'm just waiting for another opportunity to bring everything else.
Oh my God!
Oh
Lord. With one of those. All I can see, Drew, is there's not the wheelbarrows, but like the trolleys.
Okay, first thing first, I'm not a trolleyer, okay? I carry my stuff in a traveling suitcase like a civilized person. It has wheels.
This does have wheels. It's like...
I know. I've seen what you're talking about. Multiple long boxes. No, thank you. Respectfully.
Oh, all the stuff just a mountain of stuff you want signed.
Yeah, no. I'm very cognizant of this. But he was just the coolest, and I share that photo all the time. And someone's like, "What's going on with your hair?" I was like, "When you're meeting a hero, you don't think about these things till after the photo is done." Respectfully. So, but that was one time for me. Like, you got him on speed dial, man. That's just the coolest.
If you ever have to encounter Drew at a con when he's ready to have things signed, he's going to have every single thing you ever participated in.
What?
And he's going to say, you're not gonna just have Drew in your line. You're gonna have everybody that Drew knows that's at the con carrying up like 10 things. Could you sign this for me? Just address it to Drew.
You know what? I don't like this. I don't call you out. Okay, why are you doing this? Okay, Tom already knows. We've just met Jeannine. I didn't even follow her on Instagram. This is not cool, Carrie. I don't like this. I complimented your hat. Okay.
I'm just an amazing fan who owns everything and wants to have it.
I like telling people they're great. Tom had a really nice thing to say about writers, which was read. And I was like, thank you. How can you be a writer if you're not reading? And not just reading, read comics. I was like, books, newspapers, fiction, nonfiction. Like, even read a kid's book. Who cares?
Just read.
Just write. MJ, you know this. You've read enough books in your life. You have kids and grandkids. You're reading.
I do. Oh, now I've got. My
go
granddaughter Lorelai wants to do her own little story. She's 8, and she's like, I got little journals, and now she's like writing her own little stories because that's how it starts.
That's how it starts, MJ.
Yeah, that's great. I encourage that anytime I encounter that, you encourage the hell out of that stuff.
Well,
yes.
Well, yeah, and I was going to ask you about that, Tom, because you, in the quote that I read, you said that you have to exercise that creative muscle, or not just to have it develop. I think that sometimes, especially, it's a muscle. So if you don't use it, it starts to atrophy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so you can get it strong again, but you got to build back up. It's like, you don't go to the gym after a year and just like, well, I'm going to go back to those 50-pound weights I was doing a year ago.
No.
That's
you got to build back up to it, right?
My biggest encouragement is you got to do it all the time.
Right.
I mean, if this is what you want to do it all the time. Because you'll just get better at it. You'll get a sense of what's good, what's not good, how you do things versus how somebody else would do something.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you develop your own voice, your own style.
Yeah. And Jeannine, did you have any thoughts that you want to piggyback on top of that as well? Or is that nope, same?
I'm the teacher. No, I got nothing. I teach English. I just make them do it. It's good.
No,
Just make them
that was the fun thing about teaching too. Like everybody had to write the story or everybody had to write the essay, but the kids who like wanted to be writers, and at 12 or 13, I did have some students who wanted to be writers and should have been writers, and hopefully they are by now. And then there were just kids who just wanted to pass the class.
Yeah, right.
But
Of course.
Kids who really wanted to write and wanted to get better and took the feedback that I gave them, for whatever it was worth. Those are the kids that I really remember. It was good.
Did you do a lot of creative writing assignments or essays or anything like that?
I did a fair amount of essays, and my team, the 7th grade team, was all about structure and essays. But we also did a lot of creative writing. I had them do a lot of like short bursts of things.
Okay.
When we read, I can't remember who wrote it, The Third Wish by Joan Aiken, I think. I can't remember. I always had the kids write what they would wish for if they had 3 wishes. And it was just like a couple of paragraphs.
Right.
But we did a lot of like shorter things that kind of they could do quickly. But then we also did a really big writing unit where they took an event from their own lives and fictionalized it.
Oh, wow.
And so I did a couple of things from my own time as like a 12 or 13-year-old and fictionalized those. And there was the time that I colored my parents' money with Kool-Aid. There was the time that I lied to my mother about where I was going because I wanted to go see some boy.
Scandalous.
They were like, Mrs. Acheson, what? Like, yeah, so that was always fun. I really enjoyed like that unit was really fun. It took a couple of months, I think. It was
God.
It was fun.
I encountered a really strange thing once on Reddit, and it was an English.
Whoa, wait. Did you say Reddit?
Yeah,
is this appropriate to share, ma'am? Reddit is dangerous. Okay.
Is it dangerous place?
No, there was an English teacher who had a student that wrote him this really weird paper and ended it with this thing that he couldn't understand.
Okay.
And what he'd done, the student, was he'd written in, if you know Lovecraft and Cthulhu, Arlian is the language that's spoken in, and you can actually, it's been completely set up as a language. It has all of its the way that it works. And the kid wrote this whole thing in Arlian. He didn't write it in very grammatically correct Arlian, but it was basically something about like, because the guy was like, I have no idea what this kid wrote. And so a couple of us identified it, and then we went through and we're like using translators and checking things out. And he didn't write it, like I said, that well, but it was impressive enough that he did it, as a junior high kid. And it was basically like, I am doing my best. I will try to improve upon this. I'm praying to Cthulhu, or something, like kind of as a joke that they will give me a better writing style so that I can give you more and give you my best effort. And we like explained to this guy, I'm like, this is what, this kid wrote. It's just he used this really weird, and the guy totally didn't understand, thought it was like his kid was dabbling in the occult, and contacted the parents in the school and all this stuff. And I'm like, this kid gave you his best effort to be one. That is one of the most creative things I've ever heard of coming out of, and you're putting him in counseling and labeling him like a school shooter or something like that because he used a horror-based language, but he wrote happy things in it.
Carrie, so what I'm hearing is you told him to turn that C into an A. Okay, that's what I'm. I mean, that's what I would have done.
You're just like, I don't. He's not dangerous. He's just trying to approach you to see if you recognize it, to push your boundary.
Right.
What would you have done if you were in that case? Like,
Cthulhu
if somebody gave you something really, like just threw something at you that was just bizarre. We're
gonna put a pause on that, MJ.
So yeah.
Right.
Wow. Thank you, Carrie. That is again proof that Reddit is the Mos Eisley of the internet.
I was just saying, when I was in like high school, we had a creative writing course, and my English teacher and my professor, she says, okay, here's what we're going to do. You're going to combine like fantasy with the religion, and we didn't get to pick the religion. She had this, this bucket. We walked in, and we had to pick it, and we had. So now, not only do we have to write about a religion that we may not know, now we have to research it, and then write it into a fantasy story.
Oh, cool!
And that's how one of my oldest characters I ever created was born. I'm actually working on a graphic novel based on the characters and all that, but that was insane. That sort of thing. I love that. I love that professor. I absolutely adored her.
Yeah. So what did you get?
I passed. She's like, dude, this is
no. But which religion? What religion did you get?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got Christianity.
And
I had to, and it was like, okay, I got this. It's the thing. We didn't get to choose. We literally had
I got that.
Yeah.
And
where'd you go? Where'd you take it though?
I took it as these military style. These angels find a secret war, and they're worried outside the natural order of things. And it was just. She's just like, okay, she's just like, you know what? I love this. This is really cool.
Hey.
And I'm like, okay, great.
Hey, listen.
I was I was nervous, guys. I'm like, okay, here we go.
Hey, listen, MJ. Listen. I've been writing stories since I was in 3rd grade, and I still have my first story, and it was about a bunch of dinosaurs uniting against a bullying T-Rex. So, you know what? You got to start somewhere.
I mean, it's. Yeah, but
right. I mean, and I found it. My mom saved it, and she was like, "Oh, do you remember this?" And I was like,
"That's amazing!" What?
And I was like, "Thank you, Mom." And I'm just reading this. And I was like, "All right, well, this isn't going to win an Eisner, but this is still pretty good." Like you think, boy, and thank God I learned how to do more than 3 sentences. Now I can do 9.
I learned, my brother and we learned how to do 3D modeling on the programs, and we actually made the characters from our characters.
Wow.
When we had 3D. That was crazy. See,
do you remember when we had free time, MJ?
Oh, I remember that. I remember free time.
It seems so long ago.
And now I'm so buried in cosplay commissions, guys.
Yeah, but you gotta keep writing. Dar, did you have anything?
I was going to ask, do you guys do cons? Have you done any con conventions? Con conventions, that's redundant.
Yeah. We got San Diego coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to be at San Diego?
San Diego.
We do San Diego.
Oh, my God. I'm going to be there. Are you there all weekend?
Yeah, over there for the whole
Nice. I'll definitely make sure to stop by. I'm surprisingly going.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got spoiler, everybody. Reveal. I worked on a project with a friend of mine about highlighting deceased comic creators, and we did a film about Bernie Wrightson.
Oh wow! I worked with Bernie.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. We did a film about Bernie, and it got picked up. It's getting shown at San Diego, and my collaborator was like, "Oh, by the way, they're showing at San Diego. They gave us badges. Do you want to go?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, I'm at work. I need to take." I went on break. I sat outside. I was like,
"Wow!"
And I was like, "When is it?" And he was like, "Do you want to go?" And I'm like, "I'm going to need a day. I need to process this. I need to come to terms, and then I need to see how much this is going to cost me." And my brain is like, "It doesn't matter. You're going." I'm like, "Right, right." So now I know that. So are you both going to be there, or is it just you, Tom?
Jeannine and I'll be there. Yeah.
We go and we wander aimlessly the
oh yeah, 100%.
No table, but we're there.
The problem I'm having, and maybe you two can help me, how nerdy do you go with your attire? Because I have shirts that are absurdly nerdy, and I'm like, is this too much? Am I trying to be professional? And then my brain's like,
Are you trying to be professional? If you are trying to be professional, then you don't do the nerdy.
Okay.
But if you're
that's
just
the after party.
If you're embracing what con is all about, then be as nerdy as you want.
Okay. Because I'm thinking like MJ's talking about high school. I still have shirts from high school that were before being nerdy was cool. Like the early 2000s when there was only one Spider-Man movie, not four. God. So I was like, do I break this out? And then I'm thinking, sir, you need to be professional. I was like, red suit jacket it is. Got it.
Red suit jacket it is.
You just wear the t-shirt underneath, and then when you're done, like I said, the after, you break it off.
Oh yeah, you're right. You did say that. The unbuttoning of the shirt. There we go. Layers. Shed Lake. Okay, I've never been.
Actually, how that happened?
Yeah, I've never been, so I have no idea what to think about San Diego. People keep telling me, you need to be ready, and I'm like, I'm flying in at 8 a.m. on Thursday. I'm not going to be ready. I'm going to be ready in my motel, and then I'm like, that was great.
It's overwhelming at first. Like so this is our 4th year going, I think.
Yeah, this will be our 4th, but I've been going
4th year together. You've been going forever.
Like 20 something show.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I've been doing it for a long time. I'm old.
At the con, are you gonna have a table? Are you gonna be selling copies of the book?
No, we're gonna be.
Mad
Cave might have. I think Mad Cave's planning on a signing. So
okay. I'll definitely keep an eye out because if not, guys, if it's affordable, who wants a signed copy?
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Just remember, I'm on a budget. I paid for.
I like my signatures on the inside of the book.
Right. That's true. Right. Thank you, Jar. No, that's awesome. I'll definitely keep an eye out because I'm like, my friend's like, oh yeah, you got to wait for the schedule. Like, where's the schedule? Said they haven't released it. Why haven't they released it? There's so much planning. What are we gonna do? I was like, where's my paper bag?
You go. Yeah. Like right before you go.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here's another question. My friend who lives there told me that as pale as I am, that sunblock is very much a choice, but it's a requirement. And that is it so yes. Okay, Jeannine's nodding her head. So that she gave me the teacher nod, like, yes, that's a good idea.
I'm like, yeah, she doesn't have to worry. She tans. I'm Casper. So
oh yeah, no, hi. Hey Casper. I'm similarly haunted. So
sunscreen on when you go out.
Yeah, I feel like maybe there's a CVS near San Diego Airport. I could just be like,
they're everywhere.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the con. Okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
So you guys will have to like go and watch his film, and
I was warned even when it's cloudy, it's sunny, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, I got sunburned.
It was crazy.
Right.
I got sunburned in New Orleans when it was overcast and raining.
What?
Because I was outside.
Well,
Tom knows. Well, yeah, we just. If you're as pale as we are, you step outside, even if there is no sun directly shining on you, you're just like, well, I'm going to be in pain for a couple days now.
I am not pale
on my window,
but I just have the habit of putting the sun cream on. I will tan quickly, but I don't want one. Like, nope, I'm good.
Nope, you blend in with the other goths.
No sun cream.
Well, not just that. I'm not a big fan of the sun damage.
MJ. I'm Irish. We don't tan. We get melanoma. I get it.
Well, see,
Irish and Polish.
Yeah, see, listen, our countries are like, sir, we're considered vampiric. We are gonna wait over the night. Hey, let's boogie. Let's boogie.
It's so weird. I'm literally the lightest person in my entire freaking family. It's absurd. Everyone's dark and gorgeous, and then we don't know. And then the running joke because they ran out of toner. Because because my mom's Navajo. She's literally indigenous. Okay.
MJ, that's the best joke I've heard about paleness.
It's no because and then there's not, and then my father is Samoan and Asian, so very tanned.
Right.
Why? Literally, why?
Well, listen, MJ.
And that's when Michael said, "Oh, don't worry, we just ran out of toner." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
MJ, listen, my sister is just like Jeannine. She could tan. She chooses not to. Yeah. And I was like, can we do a switch? Please. I'm adventurous. I hate this. Every time I go outside, I come back, I look like an advertisement for Red Lobster. Like, somebody give me 2 cheddar biscuits and a thing of potatoes. Like,
there's an ongoing joke in my family because my sister has black hair, dark brown eyes, and very tan skin, that she was adopted in Guatemala, and like every year for her birthday we're putting up things like maracas and different things or whatever, and she responds to things like, well, it's hard being the Mexican orphan, and we'll be like, Guatemalan, remember your country, be proud,
remember where you're from. That's
How
amazing.
did we get here?
Okay.
We're just there now.
So
we're here.
Yeah. So let's tangent. Let's tangent back to the book. So question I have is
again. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you, Tom and Jeannine, you mentioned that things got kind of edited out, changed, kind of ended up on the cutting room floor. Are those things that would be incorporated if there's a volume 2, or were they like that got because of like the rules? Paper Cuts was like, no, that's on the paper cut floor.
It was more the rules stuff.
Okay.
It was more the rules stuff. Yeah, we didn't take anything out that we wanted to have in the book.
No.
Okay.
No. I think we just kind of softened things a little bit.
Things a little bit.
It's not quite as there's not as much carnage in it as
I would have liked.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. Oh man. that uncut Nothing Can Stop the Ape is going to be great, guys. The Snyder cut of this book is going to be amazing. Yeah, they're 4 hours long. What apes attack.
I'm for just a minute. I'm going to show you guys the background. This is just a little thing. Look, he's so goddamn cool looking. Okay, that's all you can see.
You know the funny thing? I hate to say it because I've read too many comics. So when I think Talking Apes, I was like, why is this guy giving me Gorilla Grodd vibe?
Gorilla Grodd, yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love the Gorilla Grodd sound. Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, because like he's talking, and I'm just thinking like silence gnats, but especially like, what do you mean you left the cave? I'm like, I just imagine the voice of Garaga, and that was just, I am already tired of your shit.
Yeah.
Like, I am done with you and everything you are about, and I want you to go. But I will have to deal with you because I'm stuck in this crystal. So
how do you say his name?
Yeah.
Garagenda.
Garagenda.
I was saying it right in my head. Okay.
People are saying Grog, and then there's, excuse me, Mr. Enda, which floored me. I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah, I just kind of imagined, I hate to say it, like I kind of started saying it a little Massachusetts, like, yeah, it's Garagenda. And I'm just like, Harvard Yard, I'm just like, nope, that is not accurate.
It's only one side of Massachusetts.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's the same thing how everyone thinks we in New York are just like, hey, get out of here. Forget about it. I'm like, no, that's Brooklyn. Yeah, that's true. Oh, dear God. You mean the most Brooklyn man ever? Yeah.
Jimmy? Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy is by far. Listen, Tom, you haven't lived till you've spent 3 different panels where Jimmy will bring up how annoyed he is that Connecticut's like, oh yeah, the place where pizza's founded. What the fuck is this? He's like, as a Brooklyn boy, I'm offended.
I'm pretty sure that man was born in a fedora.
I'm fairly certain that man was born with a calzone in his hand.
Yeah, maybe
like wherever it was, they had some good sauce, but the buffet was slightly disappointing. Because someone used capers where they shouldn't have.
Coffee.
Yeah, coffee. But no, Jimmy's the best. You just know Jimmy's the kind of person who would just give him a couple of beers, he'll tell you all the stories you never know.
He's got a lot of stories. He's got.
Oh my God! I sat with him for 3 hours once talking about Darwin Cook because that was 3 of the best hours. He was the best. I just asked him, I was like, oh yeah, there's just 3 hours left. I'm like, I don't want this to end because I feel like I know you now. Like at some point he'd be like, we welcome you into this family, okay? And I'm just like, oh God. I was like, am I one of them now? I knew the Manchi existed. I knew it was real. So, but again, how do I say this? When you're coming up with this kind of idea, like, do you just think, oh, it's a one and done, or do you like we could do book 2, book 3? Like, how far ahead did you guys script? Just out of curiosity.
We scripted this book, and we have thoughts about another book.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so we haven't done a lot of work on a second book because we've got other projects that we need to get onto. So no sense of working on something that we don't know if it has a home or not. But yeah, we take notes and stuff on things. Yeah.
Google Doc.
So the last question I have: did Craig put either of you in the book? Because there were one or two characters that were looking at your photo. I was like, "Is
No,
this?
I don't think so.
Is it Tom?" Because there was one character for some reason I kind of like, "Is that Tom?" I don't know why. It was the guy with the glasses and the. I was like, "Is that Tom?"
Another professor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then, like, seeing Jeannine, seeing your photo, I was like, "Is that Jeannine?
That one?
What's going on there?" Yeah.
It ain't me.
Yeah.
I'm closer to the dog over on the left than the professor.
All right, I'm good. Carrie, Jar, you guys ask your questions. I'm good.
So we touched on San Diego, and you're wearing a Comic-Con shirt.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
So were there any other cons that you guys were going to this year? Because we kind of tangented immediately when you said San Diego.
We tangented. We're going to Rose City Comic Con in Seattle.
Nice.
In September.
First time.
For the very first time.
I've never been to that before.
I've heard it's wonderful.
Have our applications in for New York Comic Con. Hopefully we'll get to go to that again this year. We went last year and 2 years prior. We have Wicked Con, which happens in Boston, and that's twice a year.
Yes.
And that one's really fun.
What else are we doing? We got a couple of book things, like book festivals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The book festivals are the best.
Yeah.
They are. They're
have
really
cosplay?
And it's always so funny going to a book festival because there's always comic book people there and you never expect it. Yeah. And it's just like, you're like, oh shit. Like, and someone's like, who do you know? So I was like, yes, of course I know this person. Like, I was like, why do you not? And I don't see the line because I'm so used to Comic-Con lines. I was like, where's your line? I could just walk up and talk to you?
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah. There's a really good book fair that we go to in Haverhill, Massachusetts, at the public library there. And that one is like gigantic and everybody wants to get in.
What's interesting is that it's in a little library in Haverhill.
Yeah.
But it's been going for years, and it's like there's like a waiting list for people to get in because it's small. They only let a certain amount of people in every year, but there's like this enormous list of people who like would love to go, but you have to wait your turn to.
Wow, that's awesome.
I've been doing that since the very first. Chris Golden started it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, he started it. And I, Chris and I are.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I've been part of it since the very beginning.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Really cool. It's amazing to see it grow the way it's grown, but it's stayed in those. It's staying in the same place, which is fascinating to me. That they want to keep it in the same place. They want to keep it free, and that type of thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous of all y'all. I'm in Nebraska, by the way. So like everybody here is on the East Coast, and then I'm in Nebraska. And the Midwest is not hurting for comic book creators, but we're kind of hurting for good shows outside of Kansas City.
Okay.
Like, no, I mean, okay, we have some shows, and they aren't bad shows, but they aren't big shows that draw a lot of people in, because it's Nebraska. So, they're like, yay, we booked 15 creators. Okay. And like 5 of them are from this small town that all write together or something. But this is why our home con for the splash pages is Terrificon at the Mohegan Sun, and that's where look at it. So I fly out and get a hotel room and like get to spend my time with all of my lovely people there, and we're on the road to Terrificon right now, so we're kind of like, hey, if you're going to Terrificon, by the way.
Yeah,
we've never been invited to Terrificon.
I know, that's one we've never been invited.
Really?
No one has ever reached out to me.
We'll slip your name. We're having one of the main guys on. Not the name drop, but we'll be like, just out of curiosity, we know 2 people who are pretty cool. Just
it's also Massachusetts people. So
yeah, exactly. We'll just put your name. Just like we'll politely slip their names this way, like such, and then change the subject.
Yeah. It's not a matter of you got to pay $500 for them to fly one way,
Yeah, right.
Take the train down,
Yeah, exactly. Like, so we'll see what we can do. We'll do the thing.
All right.
Subtle.
I won't be subtle. I'll just be like, "Hey, Mitch."
Yeah.
Damn it, Charles. You had one job. We're being subtle.
Yeah.
It wasn't me this time, guys. I didn't break it.
Subtle.
Yeah, subtle, like a billboard.
Yeah.
Tom's middle name.
Yeah, I don't know what the meaning of subtle is.
Yeah, I'm subtle.
Yeah.
I'm Sniegoski.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, you're subtle, like a rock through a window. Subtle. But so, well, I just want to say, because we're coming up on time. The book was fantastic. Thank you again for letting us get to read it. It was awesome. And then it's out on the 9th, right?
It's out on July. They actually moved it back. It's out on July 21st, so right before San Diego.
Oh, nice. So, what we, since it's that, what we can do, if you'd like, well, if anything, we don't mind doing this because we've done this before. Funny enough, with other writers from Paper Cuts, is we could see about writing a review, and we'll put it on our site. And we'll send you guys the link.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
And we'll even include, we'll include the link to the interview and Paper Cuts. So more money's good. More money means volume 2.
That's I was just gonna say. If we get to do a volume 2, that's
there you go. Yeah. So if we're able to do that, I know, because not to say, but we've got a pretty big guest list, so we got a lot of people going on. We're going to get rid of TripCon. It's no San Diego, but it's kind of a big deal for us. So we'll see what we can do. We'll work into our schedule.
I know. I think it's a big deal because, like, everybody, all the conventions that we've been to here on the East Coast, people like, so you go to Terrificon? I'm like, no,
no one's ever asked.
It is
I've only been writing
the
comics.
best.
I've only been writing comics for like 25, 30 years. No one's ever asked me.
I'm surprised.
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah. It is like the most comic driven con in the Northeast. Like, you don't have, there's some celebrities, but it's not like
it's still very
focus is comic books.
Yeah, and it's also at Mohegan Sun, so you can do the gig con, you get some pepes, and then you go gamble.
Yeah.
And then you go back to your room, fall asleep, do it again, boom, done. Easy.
Go to a bar, watch people ride a mechanical bull too.
Yeah,
I did that one year.
They did that one year, and then the karaoke too. But let's not talk about our Saturday night. But
if you guys want to come hang out, we got 2 tables there. If you feel like chilling, come and hang out with us. Let you store your stuff and hang out if you need a chair anytime.
Yeah, we even occasionally bring cold beverages to people's tables. Like, oh, do you by chance need this Coke Zero? Subtle, bam, done.
It's real subtle, real subtle.
Real, yeah, like smuggling in coats of pockets. Subtle, real good. But so it's out in July. Again, super awesome. Well done. And again, we're also like looking forward to other things. Both of you, apparently, it's quarter time. You're both working on a lot, so. Thank you for taking the time with us. We appreciate it.
We will let you know about anything new we want to do.
Please do.
And
especially if it's crowdfunding, Carrie does the crowdfunding for us, so she's always good for another interview.
And we got a couple of things we can't talk about yet. But
Okay.
And, cool.
Yeah, and I have another network that I'm on also, the Owlline Network, and we do a lot of like storytelling and like prose type of stuff, but we're also branching into comics on that as well, so we can grab you over there.
We do both. We do prose, we do comics.
Oh yeah,
I'll snag you because I love talking to you. You're fun.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, all right, Carrie, do you want to start the process signing us off? Do the thing.
Yeah, it's okay. We're gonna start here. Oh, that's where the buttons are. Okay. So, Tom, please let us know, where do you like to have everybody interact with you?
Oh, you can interact with me on Facebook. You can interact with me on Instagram. You can interact with me on. I'm still on Twitter. I don't know why I'm there, but I'm there. But yeah, those are where I am. So come find me, and I talk about stuff and see pictures of my dog doing something he's not supposed to. So, yeah.
All right, Jeannine.
Jeannine can be found on Facebook and Instagram and Threads. And I
Oh
have
yeah, I'm in Threads and Blue Sky, too.
husband, my wonderful husband just made me a new website. And
it's
Acheson.com. Yeah. And it's neat. And there's links to our books and just stuff. So yeah, I'm there.
All right.
If
Awesome. And hopefully that should be up above
or down below.
Up above or down below. Depending on where you're watching from. You should find links. Guys, if you want to reach me, I'm Carrie Sanders. I do Facebook. I do all the stuff, but I don't actually make any posts on anything other than Facebook because I don't get it. So seriously, ever. I tried, it didn't work. I just quit. I didn't try anymore. Like, I don't know how Instagram works. I just follow people on it. But if you want to reach me, do it on Facebook. You'll see like this really judgmental crow face. That means that you found me because that's who I am.
Judgy crow.
Mahana? Yes, I'm a judgy crow.
I love that though. So yes, I can be found on Instagram at the Cheery Goth. And my Facebook page is Mahana Jade Longwalker. And and you'll see my cosplay shenanigans, my convention pictures, all the things cosplay. So yeah.
All right, Jar.
I'm like Carrie. You can find me everywhere, but I'm only on Facebook. It's hard being old. It's
hard being old.
I don't understand the Insta. I like you put a picture up and then you have to hashtag everything.
Jar, you're carbon dating.
But anyways, also catch me on Twitch playing video games if you ever want to hang out and just chit chat and stuff. It's a good community and it's growing every day. That's it.
All right. And Drew.
Hey, I'm Drew. If you didn't already know, insert some pop culture reference here. If you didn't get in touch with me, you can find me. I'm on Facebook because also carbon dating myself. I still use that. I'm also on Instagram, Blue Sky. I'm that person who's generally everywhere and yet not when you need me. I'm tired. Just send me a message. I'll get back to you while the year still says 20 something. I promise you. I can't say when, but I will. If you also like what you saw, please hit the like and subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. We get to interview awesome people like our guests every week. And tune in next week when we have inker Drew Garassi, which is going to be fun because it's two Drews in one room. So figure out who's talking great. He's going to be on. We're going to be talking about him, especially his collaborations with the late, great Keith Giffen, who we had the pleasure of doing an interview for before he passed a few ago. And a lot of crazy shenanigans on the road to Terrificon. So make mine a BPRD and have a good night.
All right. Thank you, everybody. And we love you too, Dylan. Bye.
Bye.